Biohazard warning. Entering contaminated zone. Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted.
What's up, agents? This is your man Sly, and I'm back with another Division video. This time around, we're going to dive into the much-awaited specifics about gear sets. Now, ever since they were hinted at weeks ago, we have been dying for answers about what kind of gear sets will there be, are they meant for specific builds, specific classes, and will they be customizable, but most importantly, what kind of talents and set bonuses will they have built in? Well, with the April update just days away, a sneak peek of the sets has been revealed, and I have to admit, guys, these talents and bonuses will definitely change the way you look at other characters and play the game from now on. First, for those of you who aren't too familiar with these gear sets, the quick explanation is that they are endgame complete armor sets that when equipped as an entire set will unlock a specific talent for acquiring all the pieces. Now for the main talent to unlock, you need to acquire 4 of the pieces. To unlock smaller set bonuses, you need to have found and equipped 1 or 2 items within that set, and no, you cannot break these down into individual pieces and then combine them with other sets. While you can aesthetically, the talents will not work until combined with the same set, so there really isn't a reason to mix them up aside from being different. There are 4 sets total: the Striker's Battlegear, Sentry's Call, Path of the Nomad, which is the Dark Zone only gear set, and finally the Tacticians Authority. Now just a few minutes ago, this picture right here was released and it shows all of the talents and set bonuses for each of the gear sets. I'm not lying when a few of these will probably see nerfs very soon after they come out because, guys, some of these are just way too OP. Well, let's go ahead and dive in. First, we're going to check out the Path of the Nomad. This piece can only be found in the Dark Zone from named NPCs within. For finding 2 pieces of the set and equipping them, you will unlock a bonus of an extra 50% scavenging. Equipping a 3rd item will grant you a bonus of 20% health per kill, and if you think that's good, wait until you see this talent. Once you find all 4 pieces, you will unlock the talent called Nomad. When receiving fatal damage, you are instead healed to full health. Can occur once every 10 minutes. So for those solar soldiers out there who are super careful but have a mistake every once in a while, this can be an absolute lifesaver, not to mention a loot saver. Let's move on to the remaining 3, which can all be acquired in challenge modes, the upcoming Incursion, and drops from level 30 named NPCs. They also mention the weekly assignments will drop high-end rewards, but I'm not completely sure if gear sets will be one such drop. So let's move on next to the Tacticians Authority. Made of the tech-type builds, and acquiring and equipping 2 of these pieces will grant you an additional 4,000 skill power. Getting a 3rd piece will add 20% skill haste, which is skill cooldown, and then finally acquiring the full set unlocks Tacticians Authority talent. Tacticians Authority is that every 60,000 damage that your group deals as a whole will add 1% skill power back to you for a max of 100% bonus. Now that bonus is reducted by 1% every second the time the group isn't dealing any damage. Basically, in battle, the more damage your group deals, the faster your skills will be active and the more powerful they will be. In the long drawn-out fights, this can be very, very handy. Next, let's talk about Sentry's Call, made for snipers and marksmen out there, and you will unlock your first bonus when finding the first 2 pieces of the set. This first bonus gives you 30% headshot damage, and remember, this is on top of everything else that your weapon talents put out. Acquiring the 3rd piece will give you 20% damage to elites, and finally, acquiring the entire set unlocks the talent Stalker. Headshots mark the enemy, increase the damage inflicted upon the marked target by 15% for a duration of 10 seconds each. A target can receive up to 3 marks. This means that you can increase your damage to that target by 45% for 30 seconds. If it's an elite enemy, you will deal 20% more damage on top of that, and insanely enough, an extra 30% damage if you shoot them in the head. Say what? This will take down those challenge bosses in like 4 shots. I mean, we're talking millions in hit points per shot. This is a dream setup, y'all. Finally, my favorite, Striker's Battlegear, meant for the up-close assault-style players. I'll give you my thoughts about this at the end, but first, let's check out these talents and bonuses. Your first bonus for acquiring the 2 pieces is 20% enemy armor damage. Finding an additional piece after that, your next bonus will unlock, and that does 100% more critical hit damage. And finally, for wearing the entire set, you unlock the Talent Shooter. Every consecutive hit deals 1% more damage, and that stacks up to 100%. Missing shots drop bonus by 2%. Now, when you're not shooting, the bonus slowly reduces itself by 1% every second. Now, this doesn't seem as OP as a Sentry Call, but let's talk about this. 100% critical hit damage. This gear set is a submachine gunner's dream. I mean, my Vector hits criticals 80% of the time for over 30,000 per shot. Increase this by 100% while ignoring 20% of the armor and then stack damage on top to 100%. I mean, who made this stuff, man? I am absolutely stoked about these armor sets, guys. If used correctly, we will be absolutely shredding enemies come April 12th. But what really concerns me is this stuff in PvP. These are just a little too powerful. And if an entire group is outfitted with Sentry's call gear, imagine the stacking of damage you can do to one person in the Dark Zone. Not to mention having your skill come back every 5 seconds or doing like 80k per shot while shooting 1,000 rounds a minute with a SMG. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, I am all for it, and it will be the best thing in PvE since high-end submachine guns. But for PvP, I don't know, guys. It might cause a lot of headaches. That's just my opinion, of course. Maybe only Path of the Nomad works in the DZ, but I highly doubt that. Either way, those are all the gear sets and the talents that go along with them. There are some absolutely great things coming here in a few days, guys. Get ready because the grind is about to get real. But I'm out, Nation. Thanks for watching, and as usual, if you want to stay up to date on everything The Division, Destiny, and Sly Nation, Twitter is the best place to do so. Follow @SlyNation and be alerted to everything new from my channel and our favorite games. I cannot wait till April, guys. I am overly hyped about these sets, but until then, this is your boy Sly. Done, gone, out.
Ammo inbound. Zone B secure.